What is going on, everybody? It is Crystals here, and today we're going to be doing a very interesting video, but we're going to be showing the power of the Eradicator virus here. So this card, if people don't understand what it is or don't know what it is, it's a normal trap card that states very clearly you attribute one monster with 2,500 more attack and declare one type of card, spell or trap, and look at your opponent's hand. All spell and traps they control and all cards they draw until the end of the third turn after this card's activation are destroyed. So, like, it's stupidly good. So, like, for instance, if you call trap, all traps they control on the hand get destroyed, and any trap they draw for 3 turns get destroyed on top of that. So, it's a really good card, and this card alone can win you games. So, and that's what this video is about. Showing off this card, a little highlight reel. I hope everybody enjoys, and let's get into the games, and we'll go from there. The game stamps, by the way, will be in the description below. So the first one's gonna be against Blue Eyes. Then we got like a Tri-Harpie duel. We got Branded Shadoll and Adventure Branded. So kind of interesting decks going up against. But yeah, like I said, this card can win you games alone. And let's get into the duels. I hope everybody enjoys today's video. Alright, so this first duel is against Blue Eyes. I feel really bad because I've been picking on Blue Eyes for like the past 5 videos of mine. I have not been kind to the deck. Eventually I need to do a Blue Eyes deck, but we'll get to there eventually. So I ended up going first here. I have a really good opening hand. I saw a Pot of Extravagance, I banished 6, I'm going to draw 2. 2 really good ones, and at this point I'm just going to set 5. So Warlord's going to carry me games, Dogmatic Punishment, of course this is great. Gas the Glitch. This is a great card. Welcome Labyrinth is going to get me any Labyrinth I need, and the virus itself, depending on the matchup, it's going to win me this game. So we'll see what ends up happening. My opponent activates Night Beam. Okay, so this card's getting teched right now in like the TCG, so it's really cool to see that in Master Duel. He did take out my Dogmatic Punishment. Then he's going to activate Dictator D, sending a Blue Eyes. At this point, I'm going to activate Rivalry Warlords. Dictator D is a spellcaster, not a dragon, so it's going to lock him into spellcasters at least. So I'm feeling pretty confident he's going to set 2. I'm going to activate Welcome Labyrinth, and I'm going to get Civil Castle to the field. At this point, I activate Ghastly Glitch. I'm going to get rid of his Dictator D, and I'm going to send a Blackjack. Silver Castle effects are going to activate, and Blackjack effects. I'm going to rearrange my top 3 of my deck. And at this point, I'm going to get rid of this card in his hand, which was Triple Talix. Blackjack effects are going to banish, draw me the top card. And on top of that, I'm going to activate Epidemic Virus, hitting Trap. I called Trap because he set 3, so I had a pretty good feeling it was all Trap cards. And at this point, Trap's going to affect revealing Drowning Mirror, Force, Debunk, and Graveyard Keeper's Trap Hole. All of those will get destroyed. Blackjack effects activate, revealing Dogmatic Punishment and setting that. And at this point, my opponent now has no hand, no field, no nothing. I'm feeling really confident. I think this Blue Eyes player just lost. And at this point, I draw a Convulsive Device. I do set that, and I'm waiting my turn. My opponent draws evenly matched, and that is going to get destroyed. So, like I said, I'm feeling really confident here. There's nothing my opponent can really do. This is just crazy. I draw another Compulsive Device. I just end my turn. I have Blood State. He draws Crackdown, and it gets destroyed. And that's all 3 for Epidemic Virus. This Epidemic Virus 100% allowed me to control the game as much as I have. Now I have Stovey here, Labyrinth Stovey, so I'm feeling really confident. I'm going to activate Stovey's effect, get rid of a Cold Device itself, and I'm going to set a Welcome Labyrinth. So I'm feeling really confident. My opponent draws and he just ends his turn. I activate Welcome Labyrinth, and it's going to grab me Ariana. Ariana's effect is going to activate, allow me to grab Labyrinth. So now it's my turn. I do activate Labyrinth. I normal summon Blackjack to activate Compulsive Ice. I'm all on Blackjack. I do that for a good reason because Labyrinth's effect is going to activate and Ariana's effect is going to activate. Welcome Labyrinth's effect in the grave is going to activate. Stovey's effect in the grave is going to activate. So I'm having a lot of activations here. Stoney's going to special summon itself. Welcome Labyrinth is going to reset itself to my side of the field. Ariana's going to allow me to draw a card and set a card, or special summon. So I do special summon my lovely Labyrinth, and Labyrinth is going to special summon yet another Silver Castle. So I have multiple cards here. I do set my Epidemic Virus again, just for a little fun. I'll show you a cool interaction here with that. So I attack for a lot of damage. He's down to 600 life points. there's not much my opponent can do. Activate Epidemic Virus, getting rid of my Silver Castle. I call it Spell this time, but he has 2 monsters. There's not much he can do. Labyrinth effect is going to activate, allowing me to special summon a monster because I activated a non-Labyrinth card, and I contribute it and get it right back. That's why Epidemic Virus is so good in this deck, by the way. So at this point, my opponent activates Keeper. He's going to discard card and get Fusion Deployment. He's going to activate its effect, revealing a Fusion monster, and then special summoning a monster. He special summons Blue Eyes White Dragon face down. He's going to activate Fusion Deployment, revealing another Fusion monster, and he's going to special summon yet again a Blue Eyes White Dragon. So at this point, activate Compulse Device on his Blue Eyes, get that over rid of it. Silver Castle effect's going to activate, Ariana's effect's going to activate, and Welcome Labyrinth in the Grave's going to activate. And I activate Welcome Labyrinth on the field. Welcome Labyrinth is going to special summon a card. I do special summon Ariana. I do pop his Blue Eyes. Welcome Labyrinth is going to reset itself. Ariana's effect is going to activate, drawing a card. I do Ice Prism, I set that. And Silver Castle is going to destroy the card in his hand. That's his last Blue Eyes. Ariana's effect is going to activate, and I do search Rivalry Warlords. Well, draw Rivalry Warlords. He attacks with my arrow to Ariana, but at this point, there's still nothing he could do. I've won this game. So I draw another Ice Prison, I go straight to battle, and that is attack over, and that's it. So you get to see how good this control deck really is. It's amazing. Epidemic Virus really did save the day, so I didn't have to fight through so many back row. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Let's get into this second duel, and I'll be against Tri-Harpies. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so here's the second duel, guys. This is a very interesting one. I really like this deck list. Tri-Brigade I really like, and Harpie Ladies I like, even though I wasn't good with my Harpie Lady deck. You guys can see that past video if you want. But I really liked it. So I end up going first. I activate Channeler's effect. I do get rid of Dogmatic Punishment set. The one I set Welcome Labyrinth. At this point I'm going to set 3. So my sets are Rivalry, Dogmatic Punishment, Welcome Labyrinth, and Epidemic Virus. So I'm feeling pretty confident. My opponent's going to activate Heretic Sign, getting him an Elegant Icatus to his hand. I'm like, alright. Then he activates Fire Formation Tinny. I activate Rivalry Warlords at this point. So I'm feeling pretty confident. I know there's not too much he could do, so I'm like, okay. He gets a Fractal. He's going to activate Fractal's effect, discarding it. And then he's going to send to his grade Noble. Noble effect's going to activate, and he gets a Caress to his hand. And like I've seen this play before, everybody has. He normal summons Caress. And at this point, I'm going to use Welcome Labyrinth to get my Silver Castle. Caress effect's going to activate, banishing 2 to get out Frigi. And then at this point, I'm going to Dogmatic Punishment. I use Dogmatic Punishment. I send Intis. Intis effects are going to target his Caress. Frigi's effects are going to activate, allowing him to draw a card and discard a card. We'll place it on the bottom of the deck. And Silver Castle effects are going to activate, destroying a card in his hand. Channeler's effect is going to activate, getting it back to my hand. At this point, he DD Crows my Channeler. I'm like, that's fine. Annoying, but okay. So, Silver Castle gets rid of his Elegant Icatus. Caress gets destroyed. He draws 1. He places 1 at the bottom of his deck. And he sets 1 card. I'm like, I'm feeling pretty confident here. I get Compulse. I activate Silver Castle's effect, targeting Dogmatic Punishment. He is going to Infinite Permanence this. I'm like, that's fine. I don't see an issue with that. I do set Compulse, and I'm going to attack for 2,900 to get some damage in. And at this point, I'm just going to end my turn. There's not too much he could do. He normal summons Harpie Lady Channeler. I'm going to Compulse Device that. Then Silver Castle effects are going to activate, and Welcome Labyrinth effects are going to activate by setting itself. And Silver Castle is going to destroy a card in his hands. And he gets destroyed. Hey, the Harpie Channeler, look at that. And then I just draw my turn. At this point, I activate Silver Castle's effect. I'm going to get a Dogmatic Punishment. I set Ghastly Gitch. I activate Welcome Labyrinth, gaining Ariana. Ariana's effect is going to search. Grab me to grab a Labyrinth. I play Labyrinth. At this point, I activate Virus effect. Discard me, getting rid of my Silver Castle, and I call Spell. So I end up getting rid of his Fire Formation Tinny, Heretic Cell, and his Elegant Icatus. So feeling pretty good. Labyrinth effect is going to activate, reviving my Silver Castle I distributed. That effect is stupid. And I'm going to attack for a lot of damage. And at this point, he doesn't have too much left. 600 left. Historic Sign's going to activate, allowing him to drop me get 3 Harpie cards. He gets Channeler, he gets the Trap, and then he gets Perfumer. So I'm like, alright, so he gets a brand new hand. Let's see if he can come back. He draws Regeki, but it gets destroyed because of Virus. That saved my ass. At this point, he normal summons Channeler. I do Ghastly Glitch it. He's going to activate Featherstorm, negating all my effects. I'm like, that's fine, because I don't care, because Ghastly Glitch still destroys it. I send a Stovey. At this point, monster effects are going to activate. They're going to be negated, but I don't really care. It just, yeah. Welcome Labyrinth effects are going to activate, setting itself. Then at this last one here is going to be, oh, that's it. So Welcome Labyrinth sets itself. My 2 monsters get negated because of the trap. Labyrinth is going to special summon itself. And that's it. At this point, it's his game. I draw for a turn, Ice for some dragons. I'm going to attack, and that's it. So yeah, like I said before, you guys get to see the power of this deck. You can see very clearly how Epidemic Virus did save my ass there. For without that, Regeki would have destroyed my board. But hey, I'm happy it worked out. And Harpie Tri-Brigade, kind of based. All right, let's get into Duel 3 and Duel number 3, and I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Alrighty guys, so this is Duel number 3 here against Branded Shadoll, Despia Shadoll, however you want to say the branded support cards. This was an interesting one. I think I was in a losing state for a long time, but I was able to bring it back, and you're going to see this deck's resource ability in this. So he starts off Branded Fusion. He gets Lebellion. Lebellion's effect is going to activate discarding card. He gets rid of his Cyphering Gamma, and then Shimada is going to activate, allowing him to send another card to his graveyard. Shimada sends Schism, and then Lebellion is going to activate, getting a El Shaddai Construct. I'm like, alright. Construct's effect, he's going to send Core. Core's effect is going to bring back Schism. He's going to set 1 and then set 2. I'm like, alright, well, this kind of sucks. Activate Chandelier, getting rid of Blackjack. He's going to activate Schism right away. I'm like, yep, this sucks. Schism's going to get him, of course. It's going to get him Winda. Because why not? Winda's a great floodgate. And Chandelier is going to allow me to set Welcome Labyrinth. And at this point, Blackjack's effects are going to activate. I mean, changed in the top 3. I'm going to set 3 more. He goes to battle. I activate Rivalry Warlords because now he has 2 different types. He has a Spellcaster and he has a Fairy. Rivalry is going to allow him to only have one of those. I activate Blackjack effects, banishing itself. So I'm going to get a card set, and I get Ghastly Glitch. Feeling really confident about this. Warlord's effect. He chooses to keep Winda. He activates Core. I activate Welcome Labyrinth to response here. And Welcome Labyrinth is going to get me Silver Castle to the field. Feeling really confident about this. Construct effect, he gets back Core. I'm like, that sucks, but it's okay. He goes to main phase 2 and he ends his turn. I activate Ghastly Glitch, getting rid of his Core. And that was probably a mistake because now he goes into Fusion. He gets rid of his Winda and Dragon for another Winda. I'm like, yep, this sucks. Winda's effects are going to activate, targeting Core, and Beast effects are going to activate, allowing him to draw a card. So, Beast effect, he draws a card. Winda's effect, he gets back Core. I'm like, then this sucks. I can't get rid of these cards. I activate Virus, getting rid of my Silver Castle. He activates Schism in response. I forgot he hasn't used it yet. Schism effect is going to allow him to banish 2, and then he's going to fuse El Shaddai Acapone. Acapone's going to target one of my cards and negate his effect. He does negate Rivalry Warlords. Core is going to target Schism, and then he negates my effects of Warlords. I activate Dogmatic Punishment here, getting rid of sending Intus. Akpone negates Warlords. He gets back Schism again. This deck is just so annoying to play against. Opponent's effect's going to activate. Intus effect's going to activate. I'm going to pop his Call by the Grave. Chandelier's effect's going to activate. And then on top of that, Stovey's effect's going to activate. He's going to chain Call by the Grave, of course. And he's going to chain it to Chandelier. I'm like, that's fine. Annoying, but it's okay. I really want cards in the hand. So he gets rid of my Chandelier. Stovey's effect's going to special summon itself. Intus effect's going to pop a card. And opponent's effect is going to activate, allowing him to get an Incarnation. He discards effect Baylor, and then he sets 2 ends his turn. Sylvie's effect, I'm going to get rid of Silver Castle for Welcome Labyrinth. So I'm feeling pretty confident here, but it's still a grind game. I activate Welcome Labyrinth in the draw phase, then I do get Ariana. Ariana's effects going to activate, and I do get a Labyrinth. And at this point in my main phase, I activate Labyrinth. He's going to Incarnation. Our Incarnation is going to special summon to his side of the field the Al Capone. And then he's going to use the effect negating a spell or trap on the field. He negates my Labyrinth. At this point, I'm just aggravated. He draws Nibiru, can't really do anything. He has this Schism set. He goes to attack for Al Capone. I'm going to Ghastly Glitch, just getting rid of his Schism. And at that point, I send Blackjack. Blackjack effect is going to allow me to change the top 3, and I'm going to banish it. Setting him out with Ghastly Glitch. Ghastly Glitch is going to activate, getting rid of his Al Capone. I'm feeling really happy about that. Capone's effects are going to activate, allowing him to get yet another trap. But I'm going to start chain. I'm going to set Welcome Labyrinth. I'm going to special summon Sylvie, and on Labyrinth Servant, I'm going to draw a card. So feeling really confident. Labyrinth Servant, I draw Torrential Tribute. I'm like, alright, that could save my ass. Sylvie effect comes back. Welcome Labyrinth effect gets set. Al Capone effect, he gets back Incarnation this time. Then he gets rid of Nibiru. So I'm like, alright, this is annoying, but this is still doable. So I get Ice Dragon's Prism. Like, this is one of the best draws. I activate Welcome Labyrinth, and I get another Ariana. Ariana's effects are going to allow me to get another field spell. And at this point, in my turn, because I was like, I don't want him getting more cards. And I was like, that's what I'm worried about. He gets back Winda. I'm like, fuck. I don't know how I'm going to beat 2 Windas at the moment. He gets Beast. At this point, he's going to attack. I do Ice Prison, and I do get the Arcane, this one back, and I do banish one of his Windas, and that's going to activate Ariana and Welcome Labyrinth. Welcome Labyrinth is going to reset, and Ariana is going to allow me to draw a card. Chandelier is going to come back to my hand, and at this point, my opponent just concedes. So like I said, this deck is really good because of the simple fact of you can see the resource loop. Once you're in control, you can stay in control basically the whole game. No matter what your opponent does, you're going to have cards that just keep coming back and just keep recurring advantage after advantage. So that's why I love this deck lately. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you're all enjoying. And let's get into the last duel. And this gets Adventure Despia. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And I hope everybody is enjoying themselves. Alright, so this is the last duel of the video. I set this one last because I actually didn't get to use Virus in this duel. So this is the only one didn't. I was showing off the deck power because some people are asking me on Discord, like, how good is Labyrinth? I'm like, Labyrinth is a really strong deck, especially in the best one situation. So I activate Labyrinth, and I activate, normal summon Ariana. It's going to get ashed. And I'm like, well, that's annoying, but it's fine. At this point, I activate Sylvie's effect. I'm going to get rid of that and the other Ariana. I'm going to set Welcome Labyrinth, and I'm going to set Rivalry Warlords. So I'm pretty confident. My opponent goes first. He gets Water Enchantress in his hand. Of course he does. He banishes it to get Rite of Animus Seer. Rite of Animus Seer is going to activate, getting himself a token. At this point, I'm going to Rivalry Warlord, so he's locked into the token. So I'm pretty confident there, but yet again, not the best. Token gets activated. He gets Rightful. He activates Pod Prosperity, banishing 3 to reveal the top 3. And those are 3 good ones. He gets Infinite Impermanence. I'm like, huh, that's weird. Then he sets 1. He goes to the battle phase. I activate Welcome Labyrinth. And I do get Silver Castle. This is where I made a mistake. I popped this face down. I really should have just popped this token. Or the right Fateful Adventure. I wasn't thinking. Like I said, I should have actually played this differently. But it happens. I'm going to activate a bunch of effects here. Stovey. Silver Castle effects going to destroy a card in the hand. Labyrinth Servant is going to allow me to draw a card. And at this point, Silver Castle is going to destroy. I do get rid of his Infinite Permanence. Faithful is going to allow me to get Draco back, which is an out to Rivalry. He attacks over my Blackjack. Blackjack effects activate, going to have me change the top 3. He Draco's effects on activate, getting rid of my Rivalry Warlord. So at this point, he goes into Branded Fusion. I'm going to use Stovey effects at this point to his Branded Fusion. So Sylvie's effect is going to set Welcome Labyrinth. Trying to play the long game here, but it's not going to work. At this point, he goes into Luberion. Luberion's effect is going to activate, discarding card, and then he's going to Fusion Summon. Mirror Jade. I activate Blackjack effects at this point also before it gets negated because I know that's coming. Blackjack effect's going to set another Welcome Labyrinth. Tragedy is going to get a Despia to his hand. He gets Add. Lebellion is going to start fusing, and he gets Mirror Jade. I'm like, yep, this is going to be hard. He activates Mirror Jade's effect, getting rid of one fusion. He banishes my card. Faithful Adventure is going to activate. He gets Wandering Griffin Rider, and he gets rid of the Add. Griffin Rider effect is going to special summon itself, and at this point he ends his turn. Barian's going to get Branded Red. He's going to activate Branded Red immediately, fusion summoning a couple cards. Alright, sorry about that. Had to unpause the video and continue. So he activates Branded Red, and he's going to fuse into a Masquerade Dragon. Add his effects going to activate. He's going to bring back the Mirror Jade. So I have a really tough board to fight against here. He has one Blazing Dragon, one Mirror Jade, Griffin Rider in the gate, and I draw Gas the Glitch. Activate Welcome Labyrinth, and that effect is going to get negated by the Wandering Griffin Rider. I'm like, alright, then he's going to activate Mirror Jade, banishing my Ariana. So, like I said, there's not too much I can do here. He's just in control, and I'm losing my control pretty quickly. So, at this point, I set my guys to the glitch, because like I said, there's not much I can do. He sets another Branded in red. I'm like, yep, I think I lost this one. My opponent activates Faithful Adventure. He gets the Griffin Rider back, and he's going to discard Max C. He's going to activate Griffin Rider, but at this point, activate Welcome Labyrinth. Welcome Labyrinth's effect is going to allow me to special summon, and he can't negate it. He's going to activate Branded in red, fusion summoning. I'm like, that's fine. So Branded in red is going to get Tragedy, and at this point, he actually special summons into a Guardian Chimera. Welcome Labyrinth effects going to activate, getting me a Silver Castle. Labyrinth effects going to activate, popping his Chimera. Griffin Rider is going to summon, but at this point, Silver Castle effects are going to activate, and he cannot negate it. It's going to be great, because activate Silver Castle, and that's going to special summon itself. Activate the Silver Castle's effect, Sylvie's effects are going to special summon itself. Silver Castle effects are going to activate, destroying card on field. Welcome Labyrinth effect is going to come back into the field. So Welcome Labyrinth gets set. Silver Castle pops his Griffin Rider. Silver Castle gets special summoned. Tragedy gets, a Luber to his hand, and Luber the Jester comes back to the field. Draco back is going to try to send my Gas the Glitch, but I'm going to pop his Luber with my Gas the Glitch, sending my Chandelier, because I feel like it. Labyrinth effect is going to special summon Ariana, and he's going to normal summon a Luber. He attacks over my Ariana, and he ends his turn. Like I said, at this point, I'm in control. I had everything I needed to win, and then my opponent just concedes. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this duel. Sorry about my little pause break there, but I hope you guys can understand. And yeah, so like I said, Epidemic Virus is a really good card. It could easily win games alone. Labyrinth is a really good deck. It's not too high rarity. And yeah, if you guys like these videos, please let me know. And I'll catch you all the next time.